Hey there people, so today I'm going to show you one last time the pumpkin moon, this time how to actually do well or hopefully get very late, if not defeat it, playing solo, because of course if you have at least a couple people it's not that bad. You can do it on open ground like I attempted to a couple times, but what I've done today is set up lots of traps and a big arena for fighting the bosses and everything. So again, I kind of explained this in my traps video, my wiring video. I've kind of gone over most of how I've done this, but you can see I've really expanded this arena here. So basically, I've got my minion. I'm going to want to do basically everything that I can here to be prepared. But the big thing is, I'm going to want to start right at 7:30. I'm going to want to activate all my traps, which I may as well do right now. I've got those on timers here. And night begins. It's time to summon the pumpkin moon, and all these traps are going to take care of most of the enemies so that I can focus just on more or less the actual boss enemies. Now I've also set it up with actuators here so I can get out. I've got conveyors underneath the lava to bring all the items to me. But really, I'm not going to want to go out there without turning off the traps, and I don't want to turn off the traps because it's going to slow me down. I only have 9 minutes to do this. So I'm going to let the traps do most of the work with the little guys, and I am going to focus on the big time stuff when the bosses get here, starting at wave 4. That's when Morning Wood comes along. So you can see here I've got spear traps closest in. I've got spiky ball traps outside of that. I've got a wall so that the spiky balls don't bounce closer in. So if I do want to open my walls there, which I put in an actuator, I can do that. And we're almost to wave 4, and I'm not really doing a lot. So all the advice I gave in the other ones still applies. You know, you'll want to set up whatever you can as far as, you know, things that are going to help you do damage to the enemies as they come along. But mostly you're going to want to focus on the bosses and let the traps do the work on the smaller enemies. So here we are. Morning Wood is coming. The bosses can come right through the walls, so that's why I'm not worried about the walls are going to keep out the little guys, but the bosses are going to come right through. I'm going to want to hop on my mount, who happens to fire lasers. I'm going to want to use my chlorophyte bullets, and we'll take out old Morning Wood in good time. And again, if need be, I've got my nurse right up there. I can beam back to my bed, get a quick heal. Also, if I die, I'll spawn right back up there. I've got all these platforms. I've turned them into bridges and stairs so that I can have good mobility around here when the bosses come in. And yeah, I mean, as long as they're down there, the traps are even going to do good work on the bosses. I just have to wait until the bosses decide to come up here and basically take them out at that point. Now, we don't want to wait around, of course. We actually want the boss to come up in here so that I can kill him, because the bosses are worth the most points. So killing the bosses is going to get you through the waves. You only have, again, 9 minutes to actually get this done. So we want those bosses to come in, get killed. You know, the traps are going to do a bit of damage, but weapons or direct weapons fire is going to be the way to go against the bosses. So I've got my chlorophyte bullets and my gun here. You can use whatever your weapon of choice. Obviously, you're going to want whatever bonuses you can get. And actually, speaking of which, I think I did forget a couple little things here. I'll get to that when I have a second. Yeah, I forgot my buff potions. I prepared a ton of buff potions. There we go. Okay, well that gives me a chance to do what I wanted to do here, which is that I forgot a couple items. But again, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter too much if I die. Yeah, a couple items are gonna matter over here as well. So you wanna get those in place. And then just get back to doing as much damage as possible. Fast as possible. Try to kill those bosses. And hopefully we can get to the later waves. We're already, I think, farther than I got before. So, there we go. So again, we've got lava down here, we've got spear traps, we've got spiky balls, we've got an arena with good mobility, I've got my mount, I've got my minion, I've got my buff potions. You can see all the little flags with the timings for all them. There we go. And every time you kill a boss, quickly grab the hearts if you need it. Also, I've got these things. Ammo box, sharpening station, crystal ball. Those are going to give you bonuses on the respective weapon categories. Whether you're a magic, melee, or ranged user, I've just got all three because I tend to use all the weapons. I'm specialized mostly to ranged weapons, but I do like to use them all, so. There we go. He didn't even hurt me that much. So I'm in wave 10, and we've still got almost 3.5 minutes left. I actually want Morning Wood is down there again. I want him to come up so I can kill him faster. Oh, but there's the Pump King again. So you got your Pump King, starts at wave 9, I think? Or 7. No, 7. Yeah, so Morning Wood starts at wave 4, Pump King starts at wave 7, Headless Horseman starts at wave 9, so we should be seeing him in here anytime. And yeah, at this point I've killed enough bosses, I've got enough little stashes of hearts that I can kind of start saving some of those for when I'm feeling a little more damaged, and I can quickly run through one of those stashes of hearts. Oh, they do eventually despawn apparently. So yeah, this is much more effective. Trap's doing a lot of the work for me. And I'm just focusing on the bosses. We get more and more of them the farther along we get. You can see there's actually 2 pumpkins there. Good time for a heal. Oh, I was trying to get those hearts. But see again, I respawn right above it, so it's alright. Wave 12. I don't know if I'm gonna make wave 15. I'd really like to. Get that achievement, you know what I'm saying? The more of them there are, the harder it gets, obviously. And the further along you get, the more of them there are. But the more of them there are, the more hearts there are too, so. As long as you can keep killing them fast enough. And that gets you through the waves, so I'm at wave 13. Running around, firing bullets, grabbing hearts. The more of them I kill, the more hearts I get, the longer I survive. Oh, lots of hearts there. Wave 14. So expect to die. Even with a good trap setup, you're probably gonna die. But that's okay. Try not to step in the fire too much. Morningwood leaves a lot of fire around. Heal, heal, heal. Fire, fire, fire. I definitely recommend chlorophyte bullets personally because I don't know how you would have time to aim here otherwise. Oh, but yeah, there's the event's over. I don't think I quite made wave 15, but I think I did pretty well. I was awfully close, and well, that's how I did it. So I'm going to turn off these traps. I'm going to open this up. See, I've got a little switch there, alternate, so I can kind of protect myself different ways. The conveyor belts brought most of the money and stuff over here. And there we go. Certainly get tons and tons of money. And I don't know if I got the items that I was looking for. That's a good question. Oh, right. I know why I'm burning, because I switched this out. Good time to have my lava charm again. So, let's see. Did I get anything else? Yes, I got jack-o'-lantern mask. Actually, yeah, I got a jack-o'-lantern launcher. Necromantic scroll for minions. Got a couple of those, actually. Jack-o'-lantern launcher is like a... Oh yeah, got the candy corn rifle again as well. So that's like a rocket launcher, but specifically it fires jack-o'-lanterns. And I think it does not damage you. Actually, you know what? Let's try it out. Oh yeah, I need the ammo. I just put the ammo in the chest. Okay, so I was really hoping to get the Horseman's Blade, which I don't appear to have gotten. But, let's try this out. Can I hurt myself with this? I don't think so. Yeah, so those are some of the drops that you can get. Necromantic Scroll if you're a summoner. That's going to increase your max number of minions and their damage. Jack-o'-lantern launcher. Yeah, I might as well throw that mask on. Now I look cool like the Headless Horseman, am I right? Okay, so, yeah, I don't see anything else that I've missed laying around. But that would be how you would get things like the Horseman's Blade. That's the one I really wanted, but I got 2 of the other weapons and some other cool stuff as well. So, hope you like the video. That's how you're going to have to do it if you're doing it solo, and really even if you've got, you know, just like 2 or 3 people, you might want to go this route. Build a big arena. Get all those traps, mostly from the jungle temple, wire them up. Why don't I show you my wiring for this quickly? So this is how much wiring it took. I've got the green lines to the traps there. I've got the yellow ones to these blocks so that I can switch that. I've got the red ones to actuate those so I can make that solid if I want to. And so on. And bring all your stuff. I've got a heart lantern up here as well, which is to help my regeneration. I've got a campfire. I've got, I forget what that is now, but that I think it's to star in a bottle maybe to help my mana, which I didn't really use, but yeah. So whatever class you're using, whatever whether it's ranged or magic or melee, you're gonna want the help of the traps, especially if you're playing solo. It's a very hard event, as you see. Even with all that, I didn't quite make it to wave 15. I was really close, but that's the goal if you want the achievement. And also the other thing I wanted is the Horseman's Blade, which I didn't quite get, but I could do that if I keep playing the event, and that's how. So you can see here I've got all these potions as well, my buff potions. I got some foe. I just bought that from the traveling merchant because it was quicker. Which is minor improvement to all stats. You can use your pumpkin pie or other things, soup, things like that as well. Then I've got my various potions: regeneration, swiftness, iron skin. I did shine and night owl just so you guys could see the event a little better. And also you're gonna want, you know, your emblems, your moonstone if you got one, and so on. Make sure that you are prepared, because you're going to need to be very prepared. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. I'm going to do the Frost Moon as well. So bye for now.